All right, welcome to episode 8 of the
Oh, did you
Sports
start?
Podcast. I've been recording for 6 minutes,
Oh.
testing these out, and I feel like let's just get into it.
Oh, you're just gonna
Fuck it,
You
dude.
got the beginning, or you gonna leave the beginning in?
Well, no, I did it exactly at 6 minutes, so later I can go to exactly 6 minutes and cut everything before that out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's how you do it, see.
Yeah, you're right.
Beginner level right there. We're in halftime of the game, so the biggest thing the first thing we could talk about was like the news this morning that Frank Reich got fired from the Panthers.
Which is funny. You got fired from the Colts like mid-season too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been fired twice mid-season. Shit.
What is it? Listening to everyone this morning, they say that he's the first coach to get fired in back-to-back seasons, and then he's the first coach to get fired middle of the seasons twice, or in back-to-back seasons.
You know, it's like I don't know why they fired him. Like, what the fuck? Like, for what? Like, why you want to be better now, or what? I was like, just fucking losing it.
They were a playoff team last year. They were that close last year.
They're not close this year.
They're 1-10. Last year they finished 7-9.
Were they out of the
7-10.
playoff?
Pretty sure they got eliminated.
They got eliminated.
Yeah.
But
last year they weren't
ass.
even the first overall pick. They finished at 9. Like they were going to pick 9th, and they traded up for one. So like they were a better team last year, and they got worse.
That is true. Wait, who's their coach? Oh,
it was Matt Rule who got fired, and then it was Steve Wilkes.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. No, I mean, fuck, I don't know what to say. Like, yeah, I think the Frank Reich hiring was fucking weird. Like, did he do anything in fucking in Indy? Not really.
He was coach of the year.
Was he there? Or I guess
3 years.
Was he there with like Luck? Did he ever have Luck?
No, yes.
His first year.
Mm-hmm.
He had Andrew Luck, but he didn't really play, right?
Andrew Luck played. I think it was his last year playing.
It was his last year playing.
Yeah, because then I think they would bring in Jacoby Brissett for the Hail Marys.
Oh.
So that was Andrew Luck's first year back,
Okay.
being healthy.
Being healthy when they had to fucking get Brissett for the.
Well, they had Brissett on the freaking thing because Andrew Luck was gone for 2-3 years.
Oh, yeah.
So that was like Andrew Luck's first year being healthy and being able to play like a full season. The only thing is they were afraid of his shoulders, so they didn't make him do the Hail Mary.
So we're not very healthy though.
Mm-hmm. But so I think they made the playoffs that year, didn't they?
The Colts?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they
So
did.
they made the playoffs his first year. This next year they had Phillip Rivers because that's when when did Andrew Luck retire?
Fuck if I know.
So how long was he in Indy? Was it the year after they won the Super Bowl in Philly? So like 2018.
Yeah, because I think.
So he spent 5 years there, 4.5 years.
No way, that long?
I mean, so he had to have a year with Andrew Luck. Made the playoffs.
You have a computer on this? I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, I could, but I was trying to do this off memory. A year with Andrew Luck, he made the playoffs. A year without Andrew Luck because he retired. Then they had Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Then Carson Wentz, and then Matt Ryan, and he got fired to Matt Ryan. Let me look.
Yeah, because right. Each year there was a different quarterback, right?
Yeah, because it was Andrew Luck, and then it was Jacoby Brissett, and then Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz.
Damn, he was really there for fucking 5 years. No way.
And he was there by accident. Remember that?
Oh,
because Josh McDaniels backed out. They had him hired. It was stupid. I mean, it was a good decision not to hire McDaniels, but.
And was it a good decision? I mean, I guess at the time he's like, oh yeah, it was a good decision for Frank Reich.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I think I don't know, because they were good offensively for a little bit, right?
Defensively too, like
they were good all around. They just weren't great because they were always a wild card.
Oh, that Colts team, yeah, it's looking like because like right now they're in a weird spot too. Like, what do they have to kind of like look forward to? Because the team's not bad. Like, it's not terrible. Do you mean? But it's
yeah, they're
in the playoffs now, right?
They're in the playoff picture. They're like what, 6th?
I think they're 7th.
They're 7th.
Because I think Pittsburgh is
Indianapolis Colts head coach from 2018 to 2022.
Four fucking years ago.
4.5. He got fired halfway through 2022.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He was there that fucking long.
I forgot. It's been that long. I didn't even realize.
Damn, what a fucking bunch of wasted
He's
years.
41, 43, and 1 in his career.
41, 43, and 1.
Mm-hmm.
As a head coach?
Yeah, as a head coach. He was what 40-33.
Oh, before this.
Even he got fired, he was 40-33, 41 or 40-33.
You know what? But that's not like the most. That's not the terrible. I mean,
Mhm.
it's still like it's not anything to like write home about, but it's not the worst. What if they had? I don't know. Like just thinking of fucking like Colts team, it's like so irrelevant. Like they didn't even do anything. I mean, again, like we wasted years because like what happened? Like what came out of it?
Mm-hmm. The only thing they came out of the Colts was they found Jonathan Taylor. But now they're wasting Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, it's like what's gonna happen with him now? I guess they signed him, right? So.
Mm-hmm. But they're not going to do anything with him because they still have to develop Anthony Richardson. And that's going to take a couple years. By the time Richardson probably gets to a point where he's a Pro Bowl quarterback that's able to take him to the playoffs, Jonathan Taylor's going to be gone.
Yeah.
It's the sad truth of the running back careers, you know?
You're fucking there. You're good for like 2 or 3 years.
And then you're discarded.
How long was Elliott?
Elliott, how long was his career? How long do you think his career is?
Because
even like the tail end, like last year on the Cowboys, it looked done. Like it looked really slow.
Yeah. So maybe like 4 or 5. Yeah, because he was so good. Remember as a rookie, how good Elliott was.
He was drafted in 2016. Yeah, he has 1,600 rushing yards in 2016, and then he had 983 yards in 2017 when he was suspended for 6 games. 1,400 and 1,300 back, respectively, 2018, 2019. In 2020, it was 979, but then it was 1,002 yards in 2021, and then 800 last year, and 377 this year. But you saw the dip, like you saw the decline.
Yeah, he just like got slow. Wasn't able to break like tackles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like in open field, it wasn't just the same.
I mean, he was good red zone. He still scores a lot of touchdowns. 15, 12, 10, 12. And then he had a couple of years of 7, 6, 6, 2.
2 this year?
Yeah, two touchdowns this year. So, and from 2016 to now, he scored 15, 7, 6, 12, 6, 10, 12, 2. So he's still scoring. And I guess it's because he's using the red zone mainly.
They just put him in.
Yeah. This game sucks.
Huh? Those games are ass. The fucking pass run sucks ass. Vikings fans, hopefully, alright. Look at this. You're fucking.
He was down.
You're gonna lose to the Bears.
Yeah, the Lions almost lost the Bears.
That's true. The Lions frauds.
I mean, who have they beaten? I'm gonna pull it up. Lions schedule. Who have they beaten? Because I don't even know who they beat.
They beat the Chiefs. I don't think they beat anyone who's over 500, right? Like a winning schedule. And they beat the Chiefs, but that was at the beginning of the year, so it's like.
Yeah, they beat the Chiefs, the Falcons, the Packers, the Panthers, the Bucks. They beat the Raiders, the Chargers, the Bears. That's all they've beaten.
They haven't beaten
anyone. How Lions would it be if they start out 7-3, 7-2? What are they now?
They're 8-3,
9-3,
8-3,
8-3, and they just don't make playoffs. They fuck it up.
That'd be the best. Could you imagine?
That would be the most Lions way to do it.
Who do they have left?
They have to play the Saints.
I'm sure they'll win. I'm sure they'll go to the playoffs. Right?
Mm-hmm. In Chicago, which I'm gonna say that's a loss because it can't play outdoors in the cold. Then they play the Broncos. That could be a primetime game.
It's like a Saturday game, right?
It's a Saturday, but the time is TBD.
Yeah.
It's Phil Hawkinson. Then they play the Vikings. And I had them split with the Vikings. Home team wins. But I don't know now. The Vikings depends on how they look out.
They suck ass here.
Then the Cowboys. And then the Vikings.
That's L, yeah. I think they'll still make it, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna fucking do shit. Do you mean
what if the Packers come back?
That was like the thing too. It's like, hey, they're looking good. Motherfucking Love. I was watching the game. I said, this fucking guy.
This guy's good.
He fucking looks good. I said.
He's good when they let him cook.
I think well that's what they said, right? When Matt LaFleur's like, no, I like the game before I just didn't trust him. It's like I need to let him like throw the ball a little bit more, loosen the chain.
What game was it that the Packers lost? Was it the Vikings?
The Packers. What?
No, the Packers lost to the Raiders, I think. That primetime game? Was it the Vikings or Packers? No, I keep saying Vikings. It's like watching the Vikings.
Packers.
The Packers and Raiders. There was a primetime game the Packers had recently, like 5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
What about it?
That we watched it, and it was like the most basic offense that you could even imagine, like a high school offense where it's just you hand it off up the middle, and then you just throw these curls and slants. Like they were afraid to let Jordan Love throw it.
Throw it downfield.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy because he's making those throws, those deep throws. He was like putting it on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was against the Raiders early October. It was a long time ago.
Seems like a fucking century ago.
I know. Thought it was more recent than that, but no.
No, actually, this goes into one of my topics. Too bad the other fucker's not here.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be here next week, right? Isn't that how it works?
Usually he's off. He's off one week on the other. Yeah.
No, but I was like,
It's fun on me.
man, like the AFC, like who's gonna get like those last 2 or 3 spots in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, who's the fourth or who's the fifth seed?
Let me look up the. Let me just go to playoff machine. They should have the updated seedings. Right now, the 5th seed is Pittsburgh.
It's Pittsburgh.
And then,
Ass.
And then Cleveland.
Fucking ass.
And then the Colts.
And ass. It's like, that's so shit. I was like, you know who needs to be in the fucking playoffs? Motherfucking the Bills, fucking Houston, and then like Denver. But it's like, god damn it, they dropped too many fucking games.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, they have Pittsburgh and fucking I guess they have 4 losses now, right? Cleveland,
Yeah.
like have 3 and 4 losses.
Yo, Joe Flacco might start.
Huh?
Let's go, Joe Flacco.
Yeah, Joe fucking Flacco. They're starting Joe Flacco. Like, that's so ass. And then I was, like, getting mad during the game yesterday. Like, even after the fucking Broncos won, I was like, this is going to be shit. I was like, I fucking hope the Broncos, like, make enough games to go to the playoffs. Because, like, otherwise, like, I'm going to be so mad watching some shit-ass fucking, like, Browns team or fucking Steelers team just get shit on, you mean? I was like, at least it's interesting with the Broncos, you mean? Like, I feel like Pittsburgh can't do anything. Like yesterday,
it's weird because they had 400 yards.
They
had so many yards.
He had 420 something fucking yards, and you only scored 16 points. And then I like it because I saw it. Like, oh, is this like hopeful for the Steelers? Like, I was like, no, it looked the same. The fucking game looked the same.
They just had more yards.
I was like, this is fucking crazy.
So instead of getting 3 and outs, they just got 1 first down.
Yeah, they're just getting yards and fucking not doing anything with it. Turning it over, or you know how do you even get 16 points with so many fucking yards?
Justin Fields, world class, throws away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's like, oh man, like I hope that justice reigns on the next like 6 weeks in the NFL, and like the teams that need to be in there are in there. Same thing with the NFC. I was like, man, the fucking like what is it, like the Vikings? Their ass.
Right, who's in the AFC? The NFC. The Falcons are.
The Falcons, like
5 and 6. They're a 4th seed. And then you have Dallas at 5, Minnesota at 6, and then Seattle at 7.
And Seattle's ass too. I was like, holy shit! Like this isn't fun. I guess there's just like a lot of like middle of the pack teams.
Well, I'll say the NFC is very top heavy, as in only 3 teams.
What do you say, like
It's Eagles, San Francisco, Dallas,
and Cowboys? Yeah, but even the Cowboys are like frauds too.
Because they haven't beat anyone with a winning record yet.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone they've beaten is a losing record. But do you know who has beaten teams with winning records? The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars?
They're 5 and 1 against teams with a winning record.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, because they beat Houston. Huh? Houston was a winning record too. No, I mean I think Jacksonville's good in there too. That was like the thing. I was like, oh, can Houston win out the division? I was like, maybe, probably not. Like,
it's funny because I had Houston winning yesterday.
So did I?
Because the Jags can't beat the Texans.
It was in Houston too, so I was like, oh, I thought.
Even like every year, like it's the 3 years that Trevor Lawrence has been on the Jags. They've always lost against Texans.
Have they played them twice already?
Mm-hmm.
And they beat them twice?
They lost them twice. They split.
They split? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So the first time they played was week 2. No, never mind. Week 6. Oh, shit. When is week 5? Oh, this is last year's schedule. Never mind. I'm confused. Yeah, let me look at the current schedule. They gave me last year's schedule for some reason. Let's see here.
But like honestly, the Texans didn't look good either. I was like,
it was week 3. They lost 17-37.
yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I think
it was
I
bad. But I mean, I expected that. I mean,
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence just can't beat Houston. It's one of those weird kryptonite teams that you just can't beat.
That's weird. That's like Joe Burrow and the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
So I had the Texans winning yesterday. I didn't even get to watch it because it wasn't on the YouTube TV.
That was a local.
It was a local game.
Oh, yeah, it was local.
Mm-hmm. So I couldn't watch it on Sunday Ticket. So I had to finish watching. What was it? Probably the Steelers game.
The Steelers and fucking.
And once they were over, they went over to the Jags game because that was still going on. I got to watch the last drive.
No, but that game wasn't good. Actually, I like that one because it's like, yeah, you can still tell that fucking Stroud is a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Just does some stupid shit sometimes. He holds on to the ball for too long.
Damn. Smooth. Yeah, I didn't get to watch it. I just saw the stat line afterwards. There's your Trevor Lawrence game that you were waiting for.
Oh, the one game?
Mm-hmm.
And he fucking lights it up. Yeah, that's something I noticed too. I was like, oh yeah, fucking he's actually doing something for once, huh? Well, I guess a whole team.
That's pretty good though. Then the Thanksgiving Day games sucked ass.
They were all ass. The Black Friday game too.
That was just funny though, because that pick six, the end of the half.
Well, see, I feel like that was the most entertaining games out of the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Not because it was good, just because the fucking shit that came out of it, and how fucking how laughable the fucking Jets are. It's so crazy.
Jets are so bad. It's so
just
weird.
So bad. And it's funny because how many wins they have? They have 4 wins.
They have 4 wins.
They have 4 wins, and they beat the Eagles as one of them.
That's gonna be like the freaking a trivia question, right? The answer. In 2023, the Eagles went
16 and
they went 20-1.
Yeah,
they won the Super Bowl. Only lost 1 game. Who beat them? What was the quarterback? And it's gonna be fucking Zach Wilson, who the year later went to McDonald's because he got fired from the Jets.
Right. It was fucking irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's crazy. Yeah. They have 4 wins. They just fucking
have 4 wins.
Squeak it out somehow.
Who did they beat? They beat the Bills, the Broncos, the Eagles. Who else did they beat? Missing one.
The Patriots probably.
No, they lost to the Patriots.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't play them twice already?
Mm-hmm. Who did they beat? Yeah, look at the Jets schedule.
Beat something with 49ers or some shit. Not some Brown, they beat the 49ers.
Oh, the Giants.
Oh.
They beat the Giants and they punted 30 times.
Boomer, what are you doing?
Come here, Boomer, over here.
No, but that's what I was mad about yesterday. I was fucking already triggered for something that hasn't happened.
Just the idea.
Just the idea
the
of
playoff teams. You have 4 weeks left.
6.
6 weeks left.
Yeah, it's just the playoff teams being all fucking dog shit. I can't fucking believe it. The fucking Steelers are probably gonna be in it, and maybe the Browns too, with fucking Joe Flacco.
Super Bowl MVP Joe
No,
Flacco.
yeah.
Okay, you put respect on his name.
Fuck no, dude, he's ass.
Didn't the Jets go 2-2 with him last year?
Is it?
I don't remember.
Last year?
Mm-hmm.
He was playing last year.
Mm-hmm. And Zach Wilson got hurt in preseason, and they had Joe Flacco start.
That's right. I don't know why the fuck he's not retired. I mean, I don't see why the fuck you just just leave.
Yeah, I think he played 4 games,
Boomer.
and he was 2-2. He lost to the Ravens. He beat the Browns, lost to the Bengals, and beat the Steelers. They played the AFC North.
He played the entire NFC North?
Yeah, he played the entire AFC North to start the year last year. And he went 2-2, beating the Steelers and the Browns. I remember the Browns game because the Browns were up like 2 touchdowns with 2 minutes left.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And then that's when, they're up a touchdown. Either way, like Nick Chubb scored a touchdown when they were already winning.
Mm-hmm.
But because he scored a touchdown and gave the Jets enough time to come back.
Oh, he didn't like go down.
He didn't go down. He scored.
Yeah.
And that's why they lost.
Didn't he try not to score? Is that the one?
I can't remember.
I'm not sure. Like he fucking.
I can't remember the play exactly, but I do remember that was the thing. Is he scored a meaningless touchdown when they were already winning, and that gave them enough time to the kick. I guess they went up 10 points, I think, or 9 points, something like that. I don't know. But that gave them enough time to come back. They scored a touchdown, and then they got the onside kick, and they was able to win.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was the game that gave everyone hope for the Jets.
Imagine like Joe Flacco comes back, is playing well enough to like make the playoffs, and then they play the Ravens, and he beats the Ravens. That'd be a good.
And then he goes on and plays the Steelers in the divisional round.
And he just fucking loses.
Then he wins.
Oh, he wins the Steelers too.
Mm-hmm.
He wins both of them.
Yo, hold on.
He goes to the
I'm
championship.
gonna look up the Browns schedule. What if they play the Bengals to end the year? They do.
They do?
So Joe Flacco comes and beats the Bengals to get in the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
Then they play the Ravens because of being 7th. And then he beats the Ravens. And then somehow the Steelers advance.
And then he goes in.
And then he beats Chiefs because he has to, by the 7, he has to play the 1 seed. And we're assuming it's the Chiefs. But he beats the Chiefs. And then he has to go to the Steelers. And he beats the Steelers in the championship round. And then he wins the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
And then he retires finally.
That's a fucking Browns fan's like wet dream. In the end, and then he retires. He goes out on top.
Because he can't go off better than that, beating the entire AFC North on the way to a Super Bowl.
To the Super Bowl. And then everyone's like, "What the fuck? How did Joe Flacco come back from the dead to be?"
I'm pretty sure if the Browns won in that fashion with Joe Flacco beating everyone in the AFC North, the next day
to win their first Super Bowl,
the next day, every single sports anchor, analyst, all these shows, First Take, Get Up, they wouldn't say anything. They'd be so surprised that they would have nothing. It would just be an hour of silence.
Just like so mad.
We don't know what to say about the Browns. Like, what do you do? What do you say about this Joe Flacco magical fucking run?
Could you imagine? Yeah, then he retires.
That'd be nuts. That'd be so crazy. I've had a candy cane forever.
They finally got the luck that they needed. Boomer's over here making love.
6-3. Ugh. Okay. All right. Is there anything else in the NFL you want to talk about? We need to talk about the Bills and Eagles.
Well, I want to talk about fucking dirty hits. Speaking about Browns fans.
I was going to bring up at some point. I honestly forgot until you just mentioned it. I didn't watch the Broncos-Browns game yesterday. I was watching the other games on Sunday Ticket. It was local games. I didn't really watch it. I saw the score was like 24 or whatever to 12. Whatever score. They scored another touchdown. I was like, okay, now this game's out of reach. And then I went to Twitter and I was like looking at the trending and I saw Sean Payton was trending. So I clicked on it and I was like, oh, they're gonna talk about the turnaround. Started 1-5, they're now 6-5. That's crazy.
No.
Everything in the fucking trending tab for Sean Payton was he was the head coach for the 2009 Saints during Bountygate, and look at this dirty hit. And I didn't get to see the context. I didn't look at the video. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. But I also listened to the people this morning and they're defending the Broncos. They're like, what do you want the defense to do?
That's what I'm fucking saying.
So without context, Broncos are dirty players. Sean Payton.
Fuck no, dude. Just playing hard. Again, I was gonna say, it's like, this is fucking football. I don't know what the fuck you want to come out here and bitch for. That's why I saw Browns fans just fucking bitching and moaning the whole time. like saying it's like, oh, well, fucking the refs were on their side. And I said, that's fucking bullshit because I was looking at the call, like during the game, I was already fucking posting on the Discord. I mean, like, what the fuck are these calls? Like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, this is just like, I don't even know what the fuck it is. Like, I was like, I think they're clean hits. It's not like they're fucking nerdy, do you mean? Like, maybe the other kids like Kareem Jackson did earlier in the year. You can debate those, right? And say those dirty, but
I'm pretty sure I was scrolling through. I might have seen it in slow motion, but it's really hard because everything in slow motion looks bad. Like you can watch an NFL game in slow motion and count like 17 penalties that weren't called,
yeah, right.
like 13 illegal hits because it's in slow motion it looks like they hit them, but they're not supposed to. But I'm pretty sure if you watch it in it's like a bang bang play, you know, like it just happens and you can't see where he hits them.
Well, like,
and it looks normal. Like when you watch it fast motion at normal speed, it looks like a normal good hit.
It's fine. It's like the thing. It's like that should be on fucking DTR. His dumbass fucking stayed in the pocket or put himself out there to get fucking hit. And it's like, and then, like I like the stills that they show because it's so funny. Because it's like he hits him in the fucking. He leads with his shoulder, hits him in the chest, but like since his head goes down, it looks like it's helmet to helmet because his head goes down into like the fucking. It's like yeah, because you're. What the fuck are you expecting just to like lose your head like when you make a tackle? So it comes down, and so like Browns fans are posting the still where it looks like it's head to head. And I was like, no, he led with the fucking shoulder, but his head came down, and then that's when it fucking like it hit. So I'm sure like he's fucking started bleeding. I'm not sure if you saw this too. He was fucking bleeding from his fucking mouth.
I didn't see that.
He like it came down. I'm pretty sure that's like on his way down is when he fucking hit his head and he fucking started bleeding. Also, he hit the ground. And then he hit his head on the ground. So I think that's where the concussion came from.
Well, that's the majority of concussions come from. It's like that whiplash when you hit the ground, the back of your head.
Yeah, that's what happened because he went down and boom, he just fucking got it.
I remember watching the Vikings-Broncos game and the hit on Josh Dobbs. I watched it at normal speed and it looked fine.
It looked fine too. I was
like it was just whatever.
And I think it was fine too. I was like, what the fuck? Because he went and again, it's like you're leading your shoulder, but it's like, how are you gonna fucking like? What are you gonna do with your head? Like,
what it off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you're ready your head.
It's gonna be there, and that's like the same thing. Like fucking Vikings fans were bitching too. Browns fans were bitching. I don't understand. It's like yeah, it's like at what point? Like it's like you want them to play like hit hard. No, it's like you don't want. I guess you don't want anyone to actually get hurt, but it's like you're trying to like fucking lodge the ball out or fucking stop them before they like gain anything. You know? I mean, I don't know. Fucking, and then it goes into again like what Tom Brady said, and I don't agree with him that it's worse or the quality is worse or anything like that. But I feel like maybe some of these plays get highlighted more for some reason, or maybe like the refereeing right has changed, or they're like different refs, so they fucking call it differently, or it's not consistent. I guess.
It's never consistent. And I really wish they would embrace technology and have like a replay official upstairs. That's like watching and like because it's not going to add time to the game. It's like
already slow down. Like you already slowed down to.
No, I think this would speed it up because how many times I was watching the freaking stupid Black Friday game, and god damn it, how many freaking
it got deflected again and picked.
God damn it!
It's like Josh Dobbs' fifth pick or some shit.
There was something going on with the officials on Friday. Because every single call they had a correction. It's actually a dead spot foul, so we're gonna bring it from the 15. Correction. It's actually a live ball penalty, so it's an edit at the end of the run. We're gonna start from here. We're gonna like I don't know if you noticed if you watched the game, but I noticed like every single call they made, they had to come back and it's like we're clarifying this. Like I've never heard any refs do that, and I'm pretty sure if they just had someone upstairs watch the game and make these calls, just to correct because. If they throw the flag, then they got to take 10 minutes to talk about who's on the penalty on, what did you see, was it actually a penalty, was it not? If the person upstairs, even with like replays, like, oh yeah, that is a face mask. Like you threw a flag for face mask, you tell them real quick, and every official should have a radio. And like, hey, Mr. fucking God watching the game, I'm calling a face mask. Okay, let me replay it. Not a face mask.
Oh, and then
that's it. Wave the flag. You don't have to say anything. Just pick up the flag and wave it because that's what they used to do. They don't have to come out and say there is no penalty for pass interference. They used to just wave the flag. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh,
The process was that the officials got together and it took 10 minutes to talk about it, and they determined there was no penalty. They would walk to the flag, pick it up, and then just wave it. But then they put it away. They didn't go to the middle of the field, fidget with their speaker, and then there is no penalty on this for that, replay for first down or something like that.
just to speed up the game.
Yeah,
No,
so we'll speed up the game.
I agree. I think there should be something like that. Yeah, because it's not consistent. That's where like fans are upset. One that I saw was like in the Eagles game where like AJ Brown. I thought it was incomplete, but like fucking Bills fans were like, oh, he fumbled it here. Like, look at the fucking Eagles. Or even Cowboys
I
fans.
thought it was incomplete too.
And I was like, no, he fucking like he never really caught the ball. But then they're like, well, look at the fucking Baltimore and Chargers game. Was it Keenan Allen?
Mm-hmm.
Right, where he caught it. But I think he caught it, turned around, and then he fumbled it. And I was like, what's the difference? I was like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the difference is there's no consistency in the refs.
Yeah, right. But I was like, I mean, I really thought that the fucking that's what they're saying. That's what fans are saying. It's like there's no consistency here. Like there's the same fucking play. And I was like, well, not really. I was like, I really think that AJ Brown didn't catch that. I mean, what the fuck? He's like, you're just like hungry to win the game, or fucking. Actually, in this game too, I don't think you saw it. The refs called a personal foul on one of the Bears players for taking off his helmet during the play.
I was listening to it.
Oh, did you?
I didn't see it. I was driving here.
Yeah, so what happened was that he was going into the sideline. One of the Vikings players grabbed his face mask. And we couldn't see it on camera, but it broke. His face mask broke off from his helmet, and so he took it off because it's fucking broken. And then the refs threw a flag on him, and then they're like, "Oh, he took his helmet off," and then he's like holding it up in the air. It's like it's broken. Like I didn't take it off for any or other reason. He wasn't even involved in the play. Really, he was just like.
That's dumb. There is definitely an officiating problem in the NFL. It just seems that things are not consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has like their own version of the rules. Like sometimes, well, like the tackle on Josh Allen yesterday. Did he not use the horse collar?
Yeah.
It ripped his jersey apart too.
Well, that was like the thing, yeah, because it's like you're like right there, right? It's like you're not gonna call it. I honestly didn't fucking see it. I'm not sure if he grabbed the.
He grabbed like the collar.
Yeah.
Then he grabbed the nameplate too, which is horse collar.
Yeah.
Although he didn't use it to he didn't pull it down from the horse collar. He used it for leverage. He grabbed onto it to hold on to Josh Allen. But still, I've seen so many penalties where the person tries to grab the nameplate, miss, and they throw a flag for horse collar. But this person legit grabbed onto the horse collar, I guess the area that would be considered horse collar, and he was looking at him, saw the whole play happen in front of him, and then he just didn't. He didn't do anything.
And so stuff like that. Say like they don't throw a flag with that referee in the box. Would it go back and like, there should be a flag here?
Yeah.
If it's like that egregious, so maybe like the
they already stopped the game for the independent for concussions. Like the guy upstairs says, hey, this guy is showing symptoms. Pause the game. So why can't the replay official upstairs say, hey, idiots, you fucking missed a horse collar tackle?
Yeah.
And it was really obvious. Like even the guy fucking in the nosebleeds saw that it was a horse collar tackle.
As a fan, say that happens to your team, like they go back and they find out it was like a call against you. Are you happy, or do you be like fucking bitch? Like you couldn't get away with that one? Do you mean?
I mean, I think it'd be the same as baseball, right? Like when a strike is close, but it goes in your favor, like ooh, got away with one. But if it's against you, you're like, you're just calling us out. Like there's no winning. But I feel like the product on the field would drastically improve.
Be better.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought this like thought exercise is like, imagine if like the NFL was like clean all the way through, like no penalties or anything like that, all the calls right. I wonder how different things would be. Mm-hmm. Like, do the Bears have like 5 Super Bowls or some shit? Like, what's like the butterfly effect with that?
If everyone played a clean game.
If everything was like a clean game. So like, for example, like maybe like the Saints make it into like the Super Bowl or some shit. Like, do they win? Do they have another Super Bowl?
Maybe Drew Brees. Maybe the Cowboys different? Like 2 years ago. Because that was the thing with Mike McCarthy. They were the most penalized team.
That's true. Yeah.
And that was like the only reason why they were losing.
But were those penalties like legit though?
True.
Do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that the penalties don't happen, but they're called correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it was 100% hit rate on like correct calls.
Yeah.
There's no phantom pass interference. There's no freaking like in the Super Bowl against like the Eagles and Chiefs where they call the stupid PI or holding.
Mm-hmm.
But in the background of the hole, you can see the Chiefs putting his hand in the face of the Eagles. Like they both would have been called.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. I mean, yeah, I wonder maybe the Eagles would have won Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't know how different it would be.
Because they would have been offsetting and been third down again.
This is pretty interesting.
I wonder how well we would like it though. I wonder if penalties add something to our entertainment.
That's what I'm saying.
Because like the drama,
there
because we paint the officials as the villain essentially. If they were not the villain, how much would we actually like care?
I don't know, yeah, because then you can kind of blame them. Because if your
Mm-hmm.
team loses, like, we'll cut that into the fucking refs over here. It's like the Broncos, like in week 2.
Yeah,
That's an asterisk. They're fucking.
the Phil Mary would have never happened. It would have been called properly.
That's true. Yeah.
And then there wouldn't be anything for us to like reference back. There would be no Phil Mary.
Yeah.
So I wonder how much that takes away.
I think it's a lot, but yeah. I think it does add something to the game as much as like maybe like the Panthers don't want to admit it. Like they prefer a clean game, but there's something about that.
I just want I want consistency. Like if you're gonna make a bad call, I want everyone to make that bad call.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, what do you want us to do if this one official? It's like fucking Scott Foster. Like what's CP3 supposed to do if he's in a game with Scott Foster?
He's fucked.
He's fucked. But everyone else, he's fine.
That's so funny how that's like a thing. So then everyone knows it too.
I just don't understand how they're not doing anything about it.
I don't know.
They're still letting Scott Foster officiate games with CP3.
You think he like fucked his wife or what? Like, what do you think?
Well, he said it was with his kid. It was something about his kid.
His kid, really?
Yeah. After the game, he had like a press conference and he was talking about. He was basically like, everyone knows, it's personal. It's been personal. He referenced it happened during his time in LA when he was on the Clippers, and he said it involved my son.
What does son do? Like,
I don't know. We don't know what happened. That's all we know. So what I've seen is people come out. It's like, well, if it has something to do with his son. His son's 14 now, and when he was on the Clippers, the oldest his son would have been is Pete. So what the fuck did Scott Foster do to the kid?
Oh shit.
This game sucks.
The game does suck. There's some bad games in this week. Is this still the same? This is like Thanksgiving week, right?
Yeah, this is Thanksgiving week.
It's still Thanksgiving week? Shit.
So Thanksgiving game sucked. Black Friday game sucked. Sunday morning, afternoon. Well, I don't know about morning. The afternoon games were pretty good. We had Chiefs, Raiders, Bills. Bills, Eagles. The only bad one was the Rams and Cardinals.
Was Chiefs Raiders good too? I don't fucking think so. Maybe for a little bit, but I'm saying, like, everyone's saying, it's like, oh, the Raiders in a loss, they still look good. I was like, what the fuck? Maybe at the beginning of the game.
When they were up 14-0.
Yeah.
And then they didn't do anything after that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the rest of the game fucking sucked ass. They just only scored 3 points after that. I think they just want to give, like, Antonio Pierce. They want to give Antonio Pierce, like, credit. Mm-hmm. And I guess it's true. Like, you should give him some credit. But the people want to keep shitting on McDaniels. Like, he's gone. So people are still wanting to...
You just want to fucking...
They want to lay it on
twist the knife or something.
Yeah. And for
kick him while he's down.
For what reason? Maybe because he was on the Patriots and, like, no one likes him, just some shit like that. I think that's why they're praising the Raiders, It's not that they're good, it's just that they don't like McDaniels. Which is okay, but... What's
interesting is what's going to happen to Jimmy G.
You think they keep...
There's no way they're going to keep Jimmy G on the Raiders.
Nah.
So what happens to him?
No. He becomes a backup somewhere. Like he should be. You think they stay with O'Connor?
No. I think they're going to start drafting quarterbacks.
Maybe somebody else?
Mm-hmm. I just haven't seen enough from O'Connell. Maybe they go one more year with O'Connell. right?
You think like he's like they draft a quarterback, but then they keep him as a starter?
Either he's a bridge to the next quarterback they draft this year, or they don't get a quarterback this year because they're not high enough, or they don't like whoever's out there.
That's true.
Or then they go a year with Aiden, and then so 2 drafts from now, they'll find someone.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mainly because they're going to want to get a coach, and they're going to want to marry the coach to the quarterback.
You don't think they'll stay with Pierce? Or do you think they'll stay with Pierce until they can find a coach too?
I think
is O'Connell the bridge quarterback and Pierce is the bridge?
Yeah, he's the interim. Well, it's hard. I think they should have stuck with Bisaccia, and Derek Carr, because as much as Bisaccia got him to the freaking playoffs, Derek Carr was there too, playing well and being a leader.
That was a weird.
That was a weird year. Like, how many times did we have the Derek Carr had to come out in a press conference and then like hold the team together because stupid freaking Damon Arnett is being weird, and then Henry Ruggs had his incident. Stupid John Gruden with his goddamn emails, and Derek Carr is like, "Fuck guys, I'm tired of fucking holding this team together," but he did, and they should have beat the Bengals.
Yeah, he was a scapegoat. Honestly, they just fucking blamed him for.
But if McDaniels wasn't there, would Derek Carr still be a Raider?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think like McDaniels like again put the blame on him. And he's like, well, I'm not winning because of fucking Derek Carr. And then his fucking dumbass goes and gets like Jimmy G. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with him? I mean, Boomer. God damn it, he's not even fucking Boomer. Look, is his dick out? Look at this on that.
Boomer, where are you going? I can't see him. That's the only one I'm gonna look.
I'm just looking at my dog's dick.
No.
Boomer. Cut your shit.
Right. Come on.
Yeah, this is all the interceptions like that. And then that turnover fucking wasn't it.
What a bad throw. Because you threw behind him.
The fucking Vikings, they're going to lose to the Bears.
If you're the Bears, do you want to win?
No.
You already have the number 1 pick, though.
Yeah, but you want a fucking higher pick. You mean do as much as you can. Why would you win? Why would you want to win? You're going to get fucking... what's his nuts?
You're not going to get Marvin Harrison. You're not going to finish 2.
No, the Patriots are. Why did you know? They might, because you don't think the Patriots will get, like, May? Like Drake May, right? Like, what's the
Let me look at the draft order. 2024 draft.
Yeah, because why would the Patriots get, like, Marvin Harrison? You can get, like, Drake May or some shit.
No, because the Patriots are going to be at number 2, and they're going to draft Brock Bowers.
Why?
That's the Patriot way.
Oh, why?
Arizona.
Oh, is that 3?
That's number 2.
Oh, was number 2? I thought the Patriots were.
Patriots number 3.
Oh. Does Arizona get Drake May?
Do they get quarterback? Then they just extended Kyler Murray.
I think if it was Williams, they would. But if it's anybody else, I don't think so. No, so the Cardinals probably get like Harrison, right?
Mm-hmm. And the Patriots at 3 would probably get Drake May. Bo Nix.
The Bears get?
No, Patriots get Bo Nix.
Oh, Bo Nix. I like Bo Nix.
I like Bo Nix too.
I'm not he's gonna be good, but
honestly, I'm getting scared. I'm still waiting for the Oregon Ducks to have to lose.
Oh really?
They always lose a game late. Like they get ranked number 6 in the playoffs, and then they lose a game, and it's like, why the fuck are you losing to Oregon State? Why the fuck are you losing to fucking Washington State or whatever?
Well, they just beat Oregon State, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying, like, this year, they haven't. Mm-hmm. I'm still waiting for that team where, like, the game where they just don't show up.
They just shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix, Drake May. I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. I mean, still trying
right now, Chicago's at 4, so they could either get... So Chicago will get Caleb Williams at 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 4, if everything stays, which it might not, because if they win tonight, which team sucks, they won't be. They'll probably go to 6. I don't know how the draft order will be if they win. They can stay at 4, or they can go up to 6.
Who jumps ahead?
Washington or the Giants, because they'd all be at 4 and 8.
Washington is it is picked. Oh my god.
Who had the Bears defense?
Yeah, right. How many picks?
4.
4.
This game sucks.
The Vikings are gonna win at the end with like a last minute touchdown. Watch. They're gonna win 10.
Wow.
Oh, he helps him too. He helps him secure it.
I don't know what's going on, man. This game is.
And the Bears just gonna come out and fucking not do anything. Maybe. This Vikings defense is pretty good though. 4 turnovers and like only 9 points.
Well, Vikings defense is good, and they fly around. They're fast.
Oh, let me talk about that too. The Browns' historic defense. I was like, that's a historic defense. It's like this fucking defense is letting the fucking Broncos go up and down the field.
Yeah, the Broncos are good.
I was like, yeah, because I was looking, like,
is there a fumble? That was a fumble.
Is it? Oh, this game is
God, this game is dookie.
Shit. What time are we at now?
They're 48 minutes.
3 minutes. That's all I got for the NFL. Do you have like the Eagles? Or what did you say?
No, we didn't even bring up the Eagles. The one thing I wanted to say, about the Frank Reich situation. That team's just bad.
The Panthers?
Panthers are just awful.
Yeah, they're dog shit. Like, you fucking, I was watching some of their games, like, just recently. I was like, oh my god, like, they're just fucking. There's, like, nothing good about them. You should always pick up their defense if you're in fantasy. Play the defense who plays against them.
Mm-hmm. But I just, how. They're just so awful, and they have no one. There's no O-line at all. No one on the O-line. It's just awful. And, I mean, Chuba Hubbard, the running back, is okay. Mm-hmm. But behind that O-line, he's not doing anything. Fucking, who's your best receiver? 35 million-year-old Adam Thielen. Who are you throwing the ball to? Like, that team's just some ass. And sure, maybe Frank Reich is the scapegoat, but I don't think he was helping at all.
Do you think that team is so bad? You know how there's a bunch of teams that are middle of the pack right now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's because all the bad players kind of culminated to the Panthers, and so the mediocrity is all in the other teams?
Maybe, but I want to see who they sign in the offseason. But I mean, this team, again, they finished 7-10 or whatever. They were in the playoff hunt until the last week. Excuse me. And they traded away Christian McCaffrey. Mm-hmm. But they were still doing really well in the running game. They traded away DJ Moore. And other than that, who did they trade away? No one, right? Just DJ Moore picks. So realistically, this team shouldn't be as bad as it is now. Because they still had at least some sort of structure from last year carrying over to this year. But they're so awful. And they didn't help Bryce Young whatsoever.
Do you think if Bryce Young was on the Texans and Stroud was on the Panthers?
I was thinking about this today. If Stroud was on the Panthers, they would be 4-7. Fuck, this game is. What is this game?
It's just turnovers on turnovers.
Fuck my life. This game is so.
Actually, I kind of like this game.
I don't. I mean, there's 5 turnovers.
I think it's funny.
These turnovers are funny, but in between these turnovers, nothing's happening. Mm-hmm. God damn it! Anyways, the Panthers would probably be 4-7 because I think Stroud would have been able to beat the Saints in week 3. Probably would have won this week against the Titans. It's 10-17 or whatever. Mm. They would have beat the Texans.
They would have beat the Texans?
They would. The Panthers already beat the Texans.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
They would stay. That win would stay the same. I think Stroud would add 3 wins. But we would be saying that Stroud is having... He's maybe bad habits are
They're more highlighted.
more highlighted.
What?
And then if Bryce Young went to the Texans, I don't think they'd be as good as they are now. I think they'd be like 3 wins. But at the very
So the Panthers were still having wins.
Yeah.
And the Texans.
I just think Bryce Young would be showing improvement. They'd be. You can see that Bryce Young is learning.
Yeah.
Like, because right now there is no learning, and because there's nothing to teach him, because there ain't shit to help
There's
him.
nothing. There's no structure.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And the Texans, like, they did well in free agency in the draft. Nico Collins, Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz, Devin Singletary,
They got 10.
and they have Larmy Tunsil still. Like, they still have a good old line.
Mm-hmm.
They did really well building a team to help Stroud. Panthers did not.
That's true. Do you think that the Texans? Do you think they lucked out, or do you think Stroud was like their guy the whole time?
No, I think Stroud was their guy the whole
Do you
time.
think Stroud was their guy?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like, I guess we can do a flyer on Stroud and see how he'll do.
Well, there's a thing that Frank Reich wanted Stroud, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if Frank Reich was treating Bryce Young as the adopted stepchild that he didn't want.
He was just like fucking not calling you.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going to help you because I didn't want you.
That'd be fucked up. Could you imagine?
That would be fucked up. Maybe that's why they fired him. I don't know.
Yeah, right? Because you're ruining this guy's career. You're fucking wasting a year.
I don't think that's the case, but I mean, this team is just so awful. We kind of need some sort of explanation as to why it's so bad.
Yeah. I don't know, just shit.
Because last year with PJ Walker, it wasn't as bad.
I don't know. It just happens. Sometimes you're just like an 0-16 Browns or Lions team.
The Browns, Lions.
I don't know. The fucking Browns have picked twice.
They're more
0-16. Well, I guess it was the Jaguars, huh?
Jaguars, but they weren't 0-16. I don't know. What else do we got? That's done with the NFL, huh?
That's all I gotta say. Just
I mean,
looking forward to what the fuck is gonna happen for the next 6 weeks.
It's crazy because if we're looking ahead, there's the next chapter in this episode, looking ahead in the NFL. Are the Eagles like gonna keep winning?
Yeah,
they're fucking too good.
I told you, like I had them winning out because it's fucking.
So I did give them a loss at Dallas, but I mean, they beat the Chiefs coming back. They beat the Bills coming back, and I know the Bills are 6-6 or whatever.
Who else did that? Well, I guess they didn't come back, but so the Broncos beat the Chiefs and Bills.
The Broncos did beat the Chiefs outright, though.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
They didn't have to come back, or they just kicked the shit out of the Chiefs. But I mean, the Bills are 6-6, but they're still good. They're playing. Josh Allen was really good.
The Bills are a weird team because it's like, why the fuck are you losing these games?
I wonder, do you think they're playing better on offense because of Joe Brady, the new offensive coordinator, or because Ken Dorsey's not there?
It's hard to say. They look about the same, honestly. And they still lost. I guess they won last week. Could they be last week?
Jets.
All right, wow.
But they also scored 30 points on them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the Jets, as bad as they are, they're still supposed to have that really great defense that held people to 17 points a game.
Yeah, so. What did they beat the Eagles by?
Like 5 points.
What was the final score?
I'll look it up. I think I already have it up. Let's just find it. They beat the Eagles, by 6, 20-14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Why is he wide open? He was
out
of
bounds.
bounds. That's crazy. Fucking passed on my fucking ass, brother. Like,
I wonder if he doesn't have the arm talent. So I told you this last week, or whenever they played the Broncos. The weird thing about Josh Dobbs is he's really good first half when they're just kind of playing. But when it comes to like putting teams away or coming back, there's just like the offense doesn't adjust or function well.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't have the arm talent. It's like DTR, same shit with him. He made some plays, but it's like you can tell. I mean, They just can't. You know, but the thing with Dobbs is like he does have like the. That's funny, yeah, because he's a pretty smart guy. I feel like he knows how to play quarterback, but he just can't execute it. You know what I mean? Like I think he'd be a good quarterbacks coach or some shit. Yeah, because right there he was wide open. I don't know where the fuck he put the ball. You mean honestly just floated up in the middle of the field right there?
I don't know.
Right. But for NFL, that's pretty much all I have.
That's it. We didn't again. Just looking ahead, it's been crazy. 6 weeks. The thing to look for the Eagles because they're playing a really tough schedule.
Mm-hmm.
They're 2-0 and like this really rough stretch for them. Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys.
Seahawks.
No, because the Cowboys play Seahawks.
That's right.
So that means a really, really tough 4-game stretch, and right now they're 2-0 in that stretch, and they don't look good, but they're winning.
I think they look good at moments. I mean, it's not like they're dominating, and there's definitely you can see them like struggling. But it's like, why do you shit on the Eagles because they're struggling? I mean, like they're playing again. Like if it's like another fucking team, if it's a shit ass team, and they come back and win, again, like maybe like the fucking Broncos is like, oh, you see that they fucking won? You see that they fucking came back and actually won this game, right? But it's like, why can't the Eagles have an ugly game? And why can't they still be good? They're 10-1. I mean, they're not like the fucking Steelers of old, or the fuck 11-0 Steelers, or what the fuck they were. How you knew they were bad.
These Eagles aren't getting like outscored, or I mean, they're 10-1. They can't be outscored, right?
What?
But like, because they don't have a negative point differential, or they're not losing in yards. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think against the Bills they did have way less yards than the Bills did total. But that's not like every game like the Steelers, where they're getting outgained. The Eagles just find a way to stay in the game and just go. They go blow for blow. Because I mean, their biggest deficit was what, 10 points. Like they don't go down by 3 touchdowns or 17 or 25 or whatever.
They're always in it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they're well coached enough. Like even just like looking at the last 3 drives, right? So like they go down, right? It's pretty good. And then I guess they couldn't go down and get further, but I mean they went down and kicked the field goal. The defense did enough to fucking hold Buffalo to a field goal in overtime. Mm-hmm. And then just like the last drive was really fucking good. Like they went down and scored. And I think that's why, like, and it's like the things like, yeah, good teams know how to fucking come back and win like that.
You just gotta find a way to win.
I feel like like the Eagles are really like gritty. Like honestly, like they should be a Super Bowl favorites to me. Like the 49ers are good, but do you think the 49ers can come back?
I want to see the 49ers tested.
Huh? That's what I'm saying. Like, can they do something like that? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I mean, even against the Vikings, I want to say the early. I don't remember the first half. I just remember after Brock Purdy got hurt, they got concussed. They weren't playing well. Mm-hmm. Like, he was fucking concussed. And then the next week he came back within. He came back the next week clearing concussion protocol within like 2 days. Which no one's ever done this year. I'm not. He might have still been concussed at the fucking game. Like,
he's still concussed now.
He's playing better now though.
He's still concussed.
But they haven't been tested.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
The only test they had was against the Browns. But I mean, was that really? They lost. It was to PJ Walker. But they were there though. They could have won. They just missed the last field goal.
That's true. Yeah, he did enough to win.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Vikings say a test, but they were getting hurt. And then the next game, they were all still hurt. Brock Purdy concussed. Are they really healthy? I don't think the Niners have been tested truly. The biggest test was the Cowboys, but that's hard to say it's a real true test because they always have like their number, right? When was the last time the Cowboys beat the Niners?
Fucking fine.
Yeah.
What's the rest of the schedule look like?
San Francisco?
Yeah.
Let me pull up their schedule to see who they play. So tomorrow. They play the Seahawks. They're going to play the Eagles, obviously. Then the Seahawks. Then the Cardinals. Then the Ravens. Then the Commanders. And then the Rams.
Okay, so the Ravens and Eagles, those are the games you need to look at.
Yeah.
Even the Ravens fucking look weak. See that game last night? I was like, oh my god.
The game sucked last night, too.
Like,
I'm telling you, the only good game this week was Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. Every other game this week sucked ass.
Dog shit, yeah. Fucking throw this week away.
It sucks because I had like the best game. Bills-Eagles was
Eagles,
really good.
Yeah, probably the game of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but out of a fucking pile of dog shit the rest of the week. Thanksgiving too.
Yeah, I turned off. I didn't watch the Lions-Packers until second half. That's when I woke up. And then I turned off Cowboys Washington at halftime. And then I turned off Niners and Seahawks at halftime, and I watched the Kelsey documentary.
The Kelsey documentary, like what?
The Jason Kelsey, he made a documentary.
Oh really?
Yeah, in the off season.
Oh.
Because he was supposed to retire.
Off season?
Mm-hmm. He was supposed to retire after last year.
Oh.
Or he said like it was a really good chance that last year would have been his last year. But, yeah, last year would have been his last playing year.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so he actually filmed a lot during the year to make this documentary. And then in the off season, he's like, "Fucking man, we made it to the Super Bowl. We got to come back for one more, right?"
Yeah, right.
So we watched that instead of watching the games on Thanksgiving.
I probably better spend.
It was good.
Look, I'm telling you, you're gonna go down and score.
Yeah, the Vikings are going to score a touchdown. They're going to miss the extra point, and they're going to go into
They're gonna go
overtime.
overtime, and then they're gonna tie.
And they're going to tie in this shitty game. God, dude. Awful. Anyways, anything else? Moving on from the NFL. No more, because we keep trying to move off, and we keep saying something. So no more NFL. What else we want? I mean, we played Halo over the weekend. Game night was a Halo night. I fucked up because I never streamed on Twitch. That was my second stream on Twitch. I think the first stream I did was like when you played Madden a couple of years ago when I was streaming the playoff game. But my, I guess, first official stream, I didn't know you had to check to save your VODs, your streams.
Oh yeah, otherwise
Didn't know that, and then it's lost.
Damn. Mine's on there.
I'm gonna watch yours to see how it was. God damn it, I had a lot of fun playing Halo.
Huh? It was pretty good. It was kind of like how would I describe it? Almost like a chore, but it's like God fucking damn it, like because it's fucking annoying. There's some levels just pissing me off. The fucking library and that one.
Then we're starting a Halo marathon. It's 6 games. Are you ready to beat 6 games?
So are we gonna go 6 games? I got that fucker only said 3.
I don't know who said 3.
He runs at 3.
So it's just Halo 1, 2, and 3?
1, 2, and 3.
So we're not gonna do Halo 4?
I guess not, which is funny because it's like that's what I want to fucking play.
I mean, you and I can do 4.
Like Reach
That's
and
no
stuff
problem.
like that. I was like, what the hell?
We can skip. I mean, I like Reach, but Reach to me, towards the end of the campaign, does feel like more chore-ish. To me, I don't know. I mean, everyone loves Reach, but towards the end, I'm just like, God damn it, will this game ever fucking end? Holy shit, the Vikings scored.
There's 2 Hawkinson too. That's what I thought.
He's on my other fantasy league.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm gonna win by 200 points again.
Oh, shit.
Halo 1's always fun. Except for like the middle 3 missions.
That's what I was going to say. Like the beginnings is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
The middle, like oh my fucking god.
It was
And then
like-
at the end, it kind of wraps up pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like assault. Like the one we got stuck on was assault in the control room. We got stuck towards the middle end dish. Fucking, we kept going, dying to these elites, trying to get in the fucking building, and that shit's funny though. And then, so that was fine. What's the next mission? Was Guilty Spark with the flood. That was fun. I always liked that mission. Spooky, scary. You get introduced to the flood, but then that's the library.
You know, actually, I was like, I kind of like the library. Not gonna lie. It's just,
No, I'm telling you, the game playing it was fun as fuck, dude. I had a lot of fun playing the game with you, but When you just boil down what the level is, it's just like, God, I hate
Is it because it's the same thing?
It's
It's like
it's
really
just fucking walking in circles. It's just a
Yeah.
maze, and you're just stop here, defend a little bit. Okay, now just keep walking, fucking keep going. I hate the library mission, but we somehow made it fun. But then the next mission is just the same mission as Assault in the Control Room, but backwards.
That's true. Yeah. That's not too bad though. I feel like we did that kind of fast too. I feel like we kind of cheesed it. Like I think you're supposed to go on a certain path. Remember, that was the one that we came down like the left side, right, of the pyramid or some shit. Because what you're supposed to do, you're supposed
to follow it down. I think.
Yeah. I was like, why don't we just fucking slide down? Like, what's stopping us from fucking just coming this direction?
We just kind of like avoided the fights, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Still fun though. The last mission didn't take us long at all.
That shit was fast. Is it hard? Or what? Is it usually hard?
On solo, it kind of is.
Is it?
Yeah, the reason why it takes so long on solo is, do you know, like, the boss fight of the game? Where you have to, like, open up the vents of the engine room?
Oh, yeah.
Well, when you're doing it solo, you have to go up there, open the vents,
And then
jump down so you have an angle, blow it up, but you can't jump back up to where the
It's, like, too
controls
high,
is too high, so you have to go all the way around again.
oh.
Which sucks, instead of having you just open up for me and I...
And when you go down, is it like a bunch of enemies?
Because it's endless spawning.
Oh, I can see that.
And it's the flood, so they're jumping everywhere because they have fucking superhuman strength or whatever. We beat it in, what, like 4 hours or 45 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Less than 5?
I think we could have done a lot better, too, honestly.
We could have done a lot better. Well, like, you were gone for the first mission because you made hot cocoa. And I didn't know there was a part where we needed both of us there, so then I had to wait like 5 minutes for you to get back. I also had a lot of some skulls on that it made a lot more explosions happen.
Which in that first mission?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I had it to where every grunt blows up when they die.
Oh, was it every grunt?
Every grunt.
I didn't know what it was.
It was... Well, I had grunt birthday party, which, I mean, you just have a little hooray every time you get a headshot on the grunt. But then I had them where if they died, they always blew up. But they also are the ones that carry grenades, because they're the only ones that throw grenades.
Oh.
So when you blow up a grenade next to a grenade on the ground, the grenade itself blows up. So then it just causes a chain reaction when you kill a grunt.
It fucking blows up.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
That killed me a lot in the first mission. Yeah, we definitely could have beat it probably in like less than 4 hours, honestly.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Oh, calm down. Calm down there.
But then, no, yeah, then like this. Yeah, we weren't. I don't think we were just efficient like a couple levels.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I was playing on a shitty TV.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, next stream when we're playing Halo 2, I don't know if we're going to be on a team again, but fuck it, I'm going to be on PC with a mouse and keyboard. It's going to be so much better.
Fucking name, yeah. Now we actually have a good fucking screen to be able to fucking see.
You can see everything.
I know.
I mean, it's Halo 2, though, so it's going to be better. I think Halo 2 is really good. Then you get stronger weapons, too. Because you can actually use the sword. It doesn't disappear.
That's weird.
It's really weird. Because in the first Halo, when you drop the energy sword, it just disappears. They didn't let you use the energy sword in the first Halo.
That's weird.
But in Halo 2, well, because you can play as the Arbiter, you can now pick up the energy sword.
Master Chief can pick it up too, no?
Yeah.
Use it, so.
Like, they added the sword onto Halo 2, which is really weird if I didn't put it in Halo 1.
I wonder if they didn't know how to program it.
Maybe. I wonder... Like, every mission in Halo 2 is different. What the fuck?
You got fucked up.
Oh, yeah, Justin... I almost said Jalen Hurts. Is Justin Fields okay?
No.
God damn, dude, this game is trash. And there's holding an offense, too. Diego, your team sucks ass.
He's a Bears fan?
He's a Bears fan.
L.
He's a Chicago fan, so he's also a Cubs fan.
Yeah.
He actually went last year. He watched the Chicago Bears play against the Eagles.
Oh, really?
The game that Jalen Hurts got hurt.
Fuck, what bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
And cursed.
That's it. That's the play that.
Damn, it was just fucking straight up hit him.
That's the play that cements Justin Fields getting traded, and the coach is getting fired.
What if he like Fields goes somewhere else and he's like really good?
You should go to Atlanta.
Pretty cool.
No more NFL talk. Yeah, Justin Fields should go to Atlanta. I think it's a good fit, but that's only if Arthur Smith stays, because he's the only one that wants to run it 30 million times a game. 3.5 minutes left, and this game can't end sooner. But Halo 2, I think is they have more unique levels. It's not doing the same mission but backwards. And it's not just the library where it's just one setting, but over there.
You can really tell that these games are like dated, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's level designs.
Yeah, but like people fucking when did it come out? 2001.
Yeah, I think so.
People are like, oh fuck yeah, brother, fucking kidding me, like this fucking. But there are some good things like
But
about it. Like the gunplay is really good.
Mm-hmm. And you don't sprint, but it doesn't feel slow.
No. Was there multiplayer?
Yeah.
In Halo.
Mm-hmm. Halo 1 had local, because there wasn't Xbox Live yet. With Halo 2, they brought Xbox Live.
It was Xbox Live?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was like the thing too, right? It's like you can play with your friends like that, so it was almost like a GoldenEye.
Mm-hmm. But it's really weird thinking back at Halo 1, because the first 3-4 levels were like unique and they were different. Like Halo, like the first mission was in space. You were on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Then 2 was like grasslands, basically. The second mission, and then the third mission, you're invading an alien ship.
Yeah.
And then the fourth one was in the snow. So they're
snow.
all unique from each other. And then they kind of got lazy.
Yeah, it's weird, huh? Like I wonder what it was.
But then the last 2 missions were different. Although like the second to last, where you invade the ship again, but at the very least everything's destroyed. And there's flood growing out everywhere.
Yeah.
And like, it is fundamentally different than the second or third mission.
Do you think like there's like a group of teams that design like the level, like all the levels, or there's like teams that design like different levels? Like this team's in charge of these levels, this team's in charge of these levels.
And then, I assume maybe there's teams in charge of certain levels designing.
Mm-hmm. And then just like the middle part is just fucking the shit team.
I guess. Well, like when they're storyboarding, right? They're essentially creating the story, and they want to pick the environments. And I assume the way I would do it, I don't know if this is like the correct way, is break it up into teams. It's where like we have the people who are going to write the intro, the first chapter, which is probably the first 2-3 missions, and then we write the middle part, and then I assume the people in the middle didn't have much of a creative freedom,
probably,
because they're stuck in the middle where they have to go.
The beginning and
they have a beginning and they have an end.
Yeah,
and there's not much leeway because you have to go down that path.
Yeah, I can see that. And then it just fucking ends up being some fucking shitty ass maps, some levels.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you break it up, so the beginning team would have it to where he has to go down and find the control room. Mm-hmm. And then they make that level. So then the middle team designing it, eventually they know he has to go back to the control room. So they're going to have to reuse that map. And like, fuck, we can't really create anything different with this map. It's already set in stone.
But that's true, because you said like they'll probably create like the storyboard first, right? Mm-hmm. So they like, what the fuck?
So he has to go to Kmart. And then he has to come back. But he forgets milk, so he has to go back to Kmart.
Go back, yeah.
But the person getting the original Kmart, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. But the person who's doing the second Kmart has to use the same fucking Kmart. And they're like, well, I can't change anything. Yeah. I'll just make it to where he has to go in a different door, I guess.
It just looks different. There's more people there.
It's snowing instead of not snowing.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait for Halo 2. We're not going to do ODST? I gotta sneeze.
Probably not.
Oh, that doesn't sound shit in this.
I wonder how you mute these mics. You think it's that button?
Is there a button on there?
Yeah, there's like that round.
An hour in, we have new microphones that we're testing. So let us know in the comments how we sound.
Yeah, right.
And we'll set up like a Q&A where you can actually type in an answer on Spotify.
You did one for the Thanksgiving one, did you not?
Yeah.
I did. I went in there and put it. I put the fucking the Thanksgiving.
Diego listened to our episode today. And he disagreed with our Thanksgiving list.
What do you fucking say?
You know, I'll have to ask him tomorrow because he said he disagreed with everyone's fucking list.
Everyone's?
Mm-hmm. But then he only called out mine, but not my list. He called out my take on stuffing because he fucking loves stuffing. And I think stuffing is ass.
It's fucking bread, brother. Just fucking. Don't just
So
eat
he
bread.
said he didn't agree with any of our lists, and then he called out my take on stuffing.
All right, bitch, give us your fucking list, huh? Why don't you fucking comment?
Yeah, give us your fucking top five.
Give us your list so we can fucking shred it. Because you were triggering me. You said fucking green bean casserole.
I love me a green bean casserole.
Fucking
bro.
top 5?
Fucking,
what the
What else is there?
I don't know. Everything else. Ham.
I don't like ham.
You didn't even put any proteins in there. What are you eating?
Turkey's 5.
Turkey's 5?
Yeah.
You have turkey over ham?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't like ham. When I go get lunch meat for sandwiches, I always get turkey. Not even chicken or anything.
Shaking my fucking head. Turkey's so bland. It doesn't have a taste. You have to dress it up. You have to fucking put lipstick on a pig. And it's a turkey.
I think sides dominate Thanksgiving anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, like mac and cheese. What was your number one?
Mac and cheese?
Yeah, mac and cheese. We didn't have mac and cheese at Thanksgiving. I thought it was fucking whack.
Dude, who did? How? I would have protested.
I don't fucking know.
I would have made a plate and just leave it there. Like, I'm not eating it until I get mac and cheese.
Yeah, where's my mac and cheese?
A tantrum. I fucking want mac and cheese.
Go to Chick-fil-A and give me some mac and cheese. go to... What else has mac and cheese? Golden Corral.
Golden Corral?
Give me some mac and cheese.
I haven't seen Golden Corral forever.
Huh?
They still exist?
Yeah, we should do a podcast at Golden Corral. Because it's a buffet, so you can stay there as long as you want. As long as you keep eating.
You should. I listen to a podcast where they do their episodes from coffee shops.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to every single coffee shop in the city and they just do an episode there. If they can. If they don't let them, they'll go to a park. But if the park is too busy, then they'll just do it at home.
So they go everywhere?
Every episode's like a new coffee shop. Then they're rating the coffee.
How does that sound, I wonder? Because what if it's like busy?
They do a pretty good job at like dampening the outside noise.
What do you
but
do?
Sometimes you hear like the police.
I was about to say not the sirens, but it's like what if there's like a homeless guy and the police are just coming in here fucking harass a homeless guy, fucking commit some police brutality or some shit. Yeah, what do you do? How do you recording police brutality? How do you continue the podcast? You're just like like oh shit.
Also, they haven't had that issue yet. I'm wondering if
think about
it'll ever happen.
It'll happen the next one. Watch.
Mm-hmm. This game is ass, and somehow
the Bears have a chance to win.
They have a chance to win.
Hit them. Oh.
So Justin Fields is fast. Do you have anything else? They're still streaming Halo, but I think next game night is Halo 2.
Yeah. Are we playing it Saturday or actually? So with Friday's D&D, right?
Friday's D&D.
Are we doing Pathfinder, or is he still suspended?
He hasn't said anything about doing Pathfinder.
That's weird.
And I would hope he gives us time to, plan to be able to do Pathfinder.
Like what? Like level up and stuff?
No, like, hey, we're doing Pathfinder, so don't make any plans on Saturday.
Oh, that's true, yeah. So what does that mean? Should we ask? Because, like, are we going to play Halo on Saturday or just next Friday?
I think next Friday is when we're going to next play Halo.
Next Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my guess, but I'm also assuming we're not doing Pathfinder.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should ask. Send a message. Are we doing Pathfinder or what?
We should.
Or what?
I'll ask him in a little bit after we're done.
Yeah, but not much. I mean, what did we talk about last week? We went through, like, those roles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can bring that up, too, like, the ability scores. I was fucking with it a little bit, so I rolled some scores. And so, my idea was to have everyone rolls scores,
mm-hmm.
and then depending on how much, say, like, the highest person rolls, like, and actually in this example that I rolled, like an 86,
mm-hmm.
and then the lowest person rolls like a 74. That's like a 12-point difference.
Mm-hmm.
So the person who rolled an 86 gets to move around a stat like 12 points out of that 86, and then the person who rolled a 74 gets to add 12. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out it was pretty interesting because I was like, yeah, that's a big difference, 12 points.
It's a big difference, but my worry is, oh my god, my worry is like you have a 12-point difference. Can I just max out 2 scores
Yeah.
to 20?
Well, it was already like, I was like, I was telling Tyler, like maybe minimum is 8, max is 18.
Okay.
You can't have like more than 18.
So say
in
if
one.
I rolled the high and I have like 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, or whatever,
Yeah.
but I get to move around the difference, which is 12, why can't I just, max out the 2 abilities that I need?
Yeah, you can. But like
to 20, I mean, so I'm at a +5 on my modifier.
So in the example that I rolled,
Mhm.
one of them was 18 and another one was 17. So like one of the stats was already maxed out. The fucking Bears are gonna fucking win.
Get him to the ground!
Oh, that's it. The
also-
fucking Vikings are
He's gonna
cooked.
beat the shit out of DJ Moore. They're just trying to push the ball out. Oh no, he's hurt. This game, I swear. At least it can't end.
Double doink it.
At least it won't go to overtime.
Nope.
I hope. But,
What do you? I guess you just run out the clock, huh? And just kick the field goal.
yeah. There's another method for rolling ability scores that I found. It's like the bingo method. You see that one?
Isn't that the one I sent?
Is that the one you sent?
Yeah.
Where you can like pick your.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if I saw it. I saw a bunch on
You said,
YouTube.
bitch, I fucking sent it to you.
There was one where it's. Fuck, I have them saved. I'll have to pull them up. But I saw a bunch on YouTube like right after we started talking about it.
Uh-huh.
YouTube's listening to me. But I do remember seeing that one. I couldn't remember if it was a you that sent it or if I just saw it.
Yeah, where everybody rolls, right? And then you pick
The
whichever
row,
lines, yeah.
row, column, diagonal, and then you can apply it to any of your scores.
Yeah.
But I like it because you all roll like a set, and then the randomness comes in with the rolls, but also comes in with who gets what order.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you end up lining up like the fucking first row is all 18s somehow,
Yeah.
and then it's like, well, who gets to go first? Because they're obviously gonna pick you, and I like that randomness.
That is good too, but it's still like I still don't like how it does. It could still end up with like different scores, even
Mm-hmm.
because it could still end up with somebody having like a 86 versus like a 74.
Mm-hmm.
Because what was the math? What was the lowest you can have? Is it 8 in everyone, and then 18 in the
Mm-hmm.
right? If you roll them all,
Yeah.
and I think it was like 100. What's 6 times? What's 6 times 8? Or is that how the math goes?
Well, the minimum for each 48.
Yeah, 48 versus 100 and what? 108.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dang, that's crazy. Could you imagine? But I guess it averages out.
Okay. See. I lost my freaking. I guess I didn't save them. I'm an idiot. We should make a pool. Everyone rolls their stats.
Mhm.
And you take the total. And then one by one, you take points from that pool and add it to your abilities. So if everyone rolls the maximum or the minimum 48,
Yeah.
just that's 48. What times 4? And then you talk about who do you want to strategize to be your tank. Well, you give them strength.
Oh, I see.
So then you take the total and you subtract how much you want to put into your strength stat.
What do your scores start out with, though? Are they 0 or what?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Could you?
I do like the idea, but this would only be in a campaign where I guess everyone's friends with each other.
Yeah.
Because you can't have, it makes sense if you all grew up together, so you trained together, and so like you came together as an adventuring party. You're like, all right, this is how we're gonna train. I'm good at this. I'm gonna go study, and then you're good at that, so you can go work out. And then as a team, as a group, you guys decide to divide the total amount of ability points amongst each other.
Mm-hmm.
Then you gotta be mindful because you want to give that guy 18 strength. Well, then maybe the wizard is gonna lose some of his intelligence.
How many times would you roll, though? Because if it starts out at 0 and you're adding it from that pool, you'd have to roll a lot.
Well,
right?
you roll your abilities, so everyone rolls their.
Oh, so okay, see.
So everyone's rolling for their abilities, except instead of applying it to your abilities, you put it in like a pool, like a fucking
I
buy.
see.
Like what you roll is what you're buying in your ante, and then you come together as a team, and in your backstory is how you're training, how you're separating your trainings, and that's how you get your scores.
Oh, I can see that.
So if you roll 85 or 80 for your ability scores, and I'm rolling 72. We're going to add that together, and then we're going to discuss how to evenly distribute to our own stats. But you get to pick where your stats go.
That's pretty interesting, too.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, who gets the most? Mm-hmm. Oh, we have about like 15 left?
Yeah, everyone's going to fight. I mean, it's going to cause either A, so you're going to find out how like trustworthy each other are, because if someone's like, no, I'm good at 14 strength as a fighter, go ahead and take the extra 2 for your intelligence wizard. Or he'd be like, no, I'm getting 18 strength because I'm the fighter. I don't give a fuck about you, wizard.
What is like the lowest stat that you can have?
I would assume 8 and 18.
So everyone needs to have 8?
Yeah.
Right, so you would have to take... So would you like... Everyone puts in like the pool... Does he have the fucking... The mustard just to throw it down there?
Josh Dobbs, he has the art.
There's no timeouts, right?
No, that is timeouts. You got
a quick out, right? Somehow.
Boise. That was a fun play to practice. Boise.
What's Boise?
It's the play they ran against Oklahoma. It's a deep in, and then you have a receiver run a delayed shallow or a shorter in. So you throw the deep in, and whenever all the defense converges on the deep end, you pitch it to the person who's delayed, and then.
Well, there's no time left, so. Throw back.
Oh, you fumbled it.
Throw back.
Throw back. Throw back. Throw back. Oh no, it's the passionate.
I think that's forward, but okay.
Yeah, that's forward. No!
They're still going. Yeah, right back.
This is the most. Oh no! Game over. Vikings lose.
Oh shit!
They can't capitalize on the Packers winning. That means the Packers are going to win the division.
Watch them.
What are you doing?
He's thanking God.
All right.
That's crazy.
Bro.
Huh.
Guess how much I lost by?
This week?
Yeah.
0.2.
134.58 to 134.84.
Damn, wait, who'd you lose to?
King Henry.
Oh, you bitch.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
and it's because he had. Who did he have play today? I thought he had someone play today.
I fucking lost too. I'm not even doing bad. You mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's my final score? 134? Like,
we all scored 134?
This fucking bitch had 162.
Oh. I thought he had the running back from the Bears. I guess he had the running back from the Vikings. Chandler. Got 1.6 points.
Brother, I literally beat everybody else. Not by much, mind you, but I beat everybody else by him.
I did forget to pick up a new defense.
This isn't fair.
Look at that. Kyra Williams comes back, 35 points. In my other league, I scored 206 points.
206? Sheesh. Am I fourth now? Is that how that works?
Probably.
What do you need to be top? What, 5?
6.
6
Mm-hmm.
to make the playoffs?
6 to make playoffs.
I could probably make the playoffs, right?
But fortunately, I'm still in first place. But I'm pretty sure top 2 get buys. We should probably end the episode.
Yeah, we're just talking about
we're only at an hour and a half, so it's just shorter than most. But
right.
I just want to keep talking about D&D, but Nothing's happened yet, so we can't react to it.
Nah,
Maybe next week.
we'll end this one. We'll end now.
Game's over. Anyways, thanks for listening to the Sports Schmorts podcast.
Mm-hmm. How do we sound?
How do we, let us know in the comments. How do we sound? We got new microphones, testing them out. Let us know. Share with a friend, tell a friend. Like, subscribe. Do all the jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Tune into our live stream when we start playing Halo again.
Oh, yeah.
Ace of Spades 016 on Twitch.
Fucking banner name?
Banner name? On Twitch. So
on Twitch.
Banner name. Twitch.tv or
I thought you
something.
were going to be on YouTube.
I was going to be on YouTube, but that's not. I mean, they asked for a thumbnail for every live stream. And that's why I asked for a logo. It doesn't have the same thumbnail for every stream, which is the logo. But I wasn't ready to do it on Friday. I didn't make a logo in time. What the hell? I'm fucking watching. I don't even want to describe that. Ugh. But because I didn't make a logo in time, I just decided to stream on Twitch. And I'm like, well, I might as well just continue on Twitch. So yeah, Ace of Spades 16 on Twitch. So I'll be streaming from now on.
Cool. I like Twitch. I think it's easy.
It is easier just to get into. Anyways, bye.
So yeah, look, I'm just still going.
I'm not fucking gonna watch.